Significant news has emerged from Washington that has the potential to drastically alter the situation for holders of XRP. With House Resolution 4763, a resolution that passed committee with a resounding 90% majority, Congress just unleashed a bombshell. Additionally, there is a single line on page 17 of this bill that might make XRP impervious to SEC action and pave the way for its price to skyrocket. Did you hear correctly? It is no longer merely speculation that $10,000 per XRP exists. This is a genuine possibility, and we will explain how it could occur today. Let's begin by discussing what makes this bill so groundbreaking. A digital asset clarity clause that expressly safeguards XRP is crucial. Extreme volatility and uncertainty have resulted from the SEC and Ripple's years-long dispute over whether XRP qualifies as a securities. However, this law has the potential to end that battle at last. By guaranteeing that XRP cannot be categorized as a security under existing legislation, the clause essentially shields it from the SEC's continuous regulatory efforts. Ripple has been waiting for this legal clarification, which might finally release XRP from the SEC's control. A clear legal framework for digital assets would also be established by this measure, and XRP would be categorized under it in a way that would prevent the SEC from touching it. In essence, the SEC's authority to enforce securities laws on XRP would be abolished. This change would greatly increase the likelihood that financial institutions, payment processors, and even government-sponsored programs for cross-border payments would embrace XRP. The viewpoint of Representative Patrick McHenry, a major sponsor and significant voice in the discussion, must be taken into account in order to fully understand the significance of this bill. His participation demonstrates how important this legislation is for the future of cryptocurrency in the U.S. McHenry has long been known as a strong proponent of fair and open regulation in the digital asset field. The main objective of this bill, according to McHenry's recent address, is to stop what he calls continuous SEC abuse in the regulation of digital assets. He maintained that the SEC's present strategy has impeded industry innovation and growth by fostering ambiguity and misunderstanding. McHenry emphasized the SEC's overreach in particular, citing the agency's vigorous proceedings against a number of cryptocurrency initiatives. He brought up the XRP case, describing how Ripple and its community have been unfairly singled out, leading to years of legal disputes and unstable markets. McHenry, however, was explicit. This law aims to create an equitable, uniform regulatory structure that applies to all digital assets, not just Ripple or XRP. In order to foster innovation and prevent businesses from being left in the dark about the regulations, he emphasized the critical necessity for a level playing field. Ripple's legal staff has responded in a very favorable manner. They have characterized the measure as a significant advancement for the entire digital asset sector, not just for Ripple. It stands for the expectation of more transparent rules and more equitable treatment. This development is a significant win for the XRP community. It might open the door for more widespread institutional adoption and a resurgence of market trust, which might usher in a new period of expansion and legitimacy for all digital assets. That's not all, though. Let's examine the market impact in more detail. and rise in Tether or USDT minting is exactly in line with the timeline of this bill. To be honest, it is no accident that Tether has been printing billions of dollars worth of USDT to enable XRP purchases. The market is poised for XRP's price to soar, and institutional players are already setting themselves up for a significant buying binge. Big money is preparing to enter the market after this measure passes, as can be shown by examining the minting timestamps and the exchange inflow statistics. The data is the evidence. It is astounding how much USDT is being created and transferred into XRP trading pairs. Furthermore, significant exchanges like Bitstamp, Gemini, and Robinhood are beginning to divulge details about their plans to relist XRP after the legal issues are resolved. This could cause the price of XRP to skyrocket, since it will soon be accessible to millions of individual investors once more. Consider the effects if platforms with millions of customers abruptly resume trading XRP. These relistings are already in line and are a crucial component of the jigsaw. When XRP will be relisted is the new question, not if it will happen. Let's speak about numbers now. For good reason, the topic of XRP's price potential comes up frequently in discussions about it. People are discussing $10,000 per XRP for a reason, and it's not just wishful thinking or hype. That number isn't merely a quantity that was chosen at random. It is predicated on the size of the upcoming opportunity and the dynamics of the actual market. With a daily value of over $6.6 trillion, the global foreign currency market is among the biggest and most liquid in the world. XRP's speed, scalability, and alliances with significant financial institutions put it in a unique position to take advantage of this massive market. XRP stands out as a bridge currency that can transfer value quickly and effectively across borders, particularly in the context of cross-border payments and DeFi use cases. The value and usefulness of XRP would drastically change even if it were to take just 1% of the global foreign exchange market. We are discussing a daily flow of $66 billion through XRP. That is a huge figure, and if adoption keeps increasing, it's just the beginning of what may be. This provides us an idea of the amazing potential for XRP's price to rise to previously unimaginable heights, particularly if more institutions join the fray. The figures begin to make sense when the math is broken down and the size of the markets that XRP is aiming for is taken into account. $10,000 per XRP is completely achievable, and as the ecosystem develops, that goal becomes more achievable than it has ever been. The last time XRP had a significant spike like this was in 2017, when it rose 38,000% in just 90 days. Now that